Hi everyone, welcome back to Unreal with Usman. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to create and join session in Unreal Engine 5. So before we start building the session, let's see the final result. So here I am hosting the session. As you can see, the session has been created successfully and the host is now waiting for the other players to join. Now on the client side, when I press the join session, once the session is found, the client send a request to join and and you can see the client successfully joined the host session. So this is the basic flow used in a multiplayer games. So now that we have seen the final result, so let's build this system from scratch. We need to set up a separate level that will work as a multiplayer menu. So for this, we create a new level and we can save it called as main menu. So the first thing we need to do is create a custom game instance. We will handle all of our session logic inside this class because the game instance exists throughout the entire game session and it is not destroyed when we change level. So for this, we create a new blueprint class called game instance. And called its name, set its name BP third person game instance. On the project settings in maps and modes, we will set game instance class to BP third person game instance and also on add a starter map to our new main menu map. So I am in a BP third person game instance and I add a custom event called host session. After that, I find a node called create session and find get player controller and connect to its player controller. Here we have a public connection that amount of player we can have in our sessions. I can type here 5. You can also set as you want and select LAN as you want it to set on a local area network. After that, open level by name. I can find my level. So my level name is PP third person and I copy that and paste here. And after that, I type question mark and listen. So the reason is because the player who created the session is also going to act as the server while still being able to play the game. So after that, I find a print string node, add a print string to make it easier to track our session flow. These messages will help us to understand whether each step is working correctly. So I type here session created. So this is our setup for host session. I comment it called host session. So next add another custom event called join session. On join session, I again find a node called find session and again search for get player controller and connect to player controller and maximum result I type here to 20 and use LAN if you want it for local area network and search for each loop and after that on success print string that sessions found. After print string search for join sessions, again get player controller and connect to the player controller and that for each loop connect array element to the search results, and after join session again the print string called and type join sessions join. So it is our gain mechanics for find and join session. We can comment it, type find and join sessions. Now compile it and save it. After that, create a new folder called WBP. In WBP, create a user widget called WBP session, and search for canvas panel and drop it. After that, search for vertical box and drop on canvas panel and set it anchor points to center. Set it positions and position Y, and search for button, paste it on a vertical box. After that, add a text and on text I type host sessions and set button name to host session so we can find it easily. Compile it, save it, and duplicate it and set its name to join button. And set text to join session. Now add a padding to the top. I think 25 it's good. Compile it and save it. Search for on-clicked event. Before on-click, get event construct node and get game instance and cast to our BP third person game instance. Connect to event construct and promote to a variable. Now we use this variable on our on-clicked host button. So get this variable and convert to validate get. So before using, we can get its validity, and after that we find the host session and again duplicate this variable, and from it we can search for join sessions. Now compile it and save it, and now we can go to our open level blueprint, and on event being in play we can create a widget and set it to our WPP widget blueprint called WPP sessions, and then after that add to viewport. Now compile it, save it. Now we can test it. We can set number of players to 2 and let mode as a player as a listen server. Now I host the session and session is created successfully. While on the other side, when I join the session is found and joined, but it is not created. So let's see what the problem is. So here I find a problem. I type a double I instead of a single one. So after compile and save, now we test it again. Now I host a session and session is created successfully, and while on the other side when I join the session, it will found a session, and after it find a session, the session it will join to the hosted session. So it is working perfectly. So that's all for this tutorial. If it helps you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Unreal Engine content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.